Turn your lights down low and pull your window curtain. Oh, let the moon come shining into our lives again, saying, oh, it's been a long, long time. Got this message for you, girl. But it seems like it was never on time. Still I wanna get through to you, girl. On time, on time. I wanna get
Hello. Once again, it's JF and it's Motivation Wednesday. Motivation Wednesday on JF. Beautiful morning, beautiful afternoon, beautiful evening, depending, of course, on what time you are listening to the program or the podcast, rather. Once again, we have a guest in the studio, Mr. Msimisi Sithole.
Wow, that's good.
How you doing, bro?
I'm doing good, man. How's it going?
Awesome, Maki. For those that don't know, Msimisi happens to be my neighbor as well.
Neighbor, for real.
Yeah, like for real. So, man, welcome to JF. Thank you for coming through, honoring our invite.
Thank you for having me, man. Thank you for having me.
So, yeah, we're all about motivating, essentially, the individuals that listen to the program. So it varies from your basic teenagers to the older audience, in a sense.
Yeah.
So it's just all about making sure that someone who has something within them understands that, they're not necessarily grounded in whatever that they have.
Yeah.
There are ways in which to unleash what they have on the inside of them. So I'm just curious, Msimisi, over the years, how have you worked about in terms of becoming who you are? Oh, it's worth mentioning that you are a singer-songwriter, right?
Yes, sir.
Of course. So, I mean, how did you discover yourself, in a sense?
How did I discover myself? I think with every singer, like I always tell people that you never really know that you're good at singing until the people around you start making noise about it. Mm-hmm. And I think that's what happened with me. I used to go to a church where rapper Courtesy went to that same church, and I sang there a couple of times until one day he asked me to jump on stage with him in church. Then after that, he asked me to join some talent search back in the day called Shine Talent Search.
I remember that, eh?
where I made it pretty far. I didn't win, but I made it. But that communicated to me that, hey, I pretty much
have something.
I have something inside,
Yes.
Then I guess from there, like once I acknowledged that there's something inside, I had the responsibility to do something with it, and thus began my journey in music.
Speaking of your journey, man, you've done all sorts of things. You've been to places, in a sense.
Yeah, I tried.
Now, what did you gain from all those experiences in terms of, I think there was a time when you were featured in South Africa with another fellow producer. Nice.
South African DJ.
Yeah. So, I mean, what did you take from? What lessons, of course, did you take from those particular experiences in terms of where you were exposed to a wider market, which is bigger than Swaziland in a sense?
Yeah. I think the first thing that I had to learn, basically the story was I did that, and then at some point I had to step back and grow. Like personally, as you were saying earlier, there's something inside people, but as I was saying, it's our responsibility to do something about it. I got this opportunity back in 2013, I was working with people and getting to meet so many South African artists, people wanting to work with me, but I really wasn't ready for it at the time. When you meet someone and they're like keen to work, and then you're thinking, if I jump in studio with this person, so I didn't have faith in myself. I didn't have faith in my capacity. And I think the biggest lesson, to answer your question, the biggest lesson I learned is embracing process. Because what happened was 2013, I decided, you know what, and as much as I have these opportunities, I don't want to drown in them.
Yeah.
So I just decided, you know what, let's just pause music.
Yeah.
At the time, I was doing pre-med. I almost failed my first year in pre-med. Then I just decided to change and I did industrial engineering. So I just decided, you know what, the next 5 years, let me just focus on my degree, my industrial engineering degree, while studying the music industry and just learning. Basically just building my capacity. And basically, I just took that time to grow myself vocally, grow myself in my belief in myself, grow my spectrum of the genres that I can go into. I think you're a witness that there was a point in time where I jumped into studio with a rapper.
Yep.
They asked me to get on a hip hop beat, and that was
Challenge and a
rough.
half.
Yeah, but I think I meet many people who would communicate that people don't want to work with them or whatnot. But for me, every moment that I come across and I'm not able to do something, I always take it as a challenge to just learn. That's basically what I did between 2013 and now, where I think I'm a better singer than I used to be. I think I'm a better songwriter and I'm a better performer in Jesus' name, and so many things. I think I've just grown. So the biggest lesson I learned is embrace process and just learn to build your capacity.
Beautiful, bro. Now, speaking of growth, I mean, I've noticed that you stay up longer now at night singing.
Sorry about that, Maki.
Oh, no, I'm not complaining because it only means that I'm also awake.
Yeah, definitely.
Exactly.
Yeah, I hear you
so
too.
I
Yes.
So I've seen this growth in you over the years, truth be said. And it's phenomenal to watch. And the fact that you are embracing process and learning on a daily basis, it just goes to show that you are hungry for success.
Yeah.
And to the point that, I mean, you've been doing covers. Yeah. So what is the idea behind the whole cover story? I mean, I'm seeing a lot of that. I'm sure there's sort of like a point to them.
There is. Yeah, in like when I started, during school, I did internships where I was earning money and I decided, let me buy my equipment. And I've had this equipment for a while now. And, I was always asking people, can we do something? And they'd be like, I'm busy. Until eventually I went to my neighbor, Slora. And I was like, listen, dog, I'm tired of having this equipment and not knowing how to use it. Yeah. Please help me use this equipment. And then he taught me some things. And I just decided, let me just start doing covers, just to show people that I can sing, that I can, and also honing my skill of recording myself and putting out stuff there and playing around with things. I want to say, not from a prideful place, but I pride myself in my ability to interpret someone else's song in a Msimisi way. So that's what I was trying to hone the whole time. Then ultimately shifting that into me putting out my own music when, people are paying attention. Yeah.
Some awesomeness. Now, that's a man with a vision, ladies and gentlemen, right there. A man with a plan. A man who's been learning consistently and putting in the work.
Yes, sir.
Beautiful stuff, my man. Now, with the covers that you've been doing, it's not grapevine. I mean, we just recently came on to the information that you just became one of 12 winners in a competition by
Nasty C's record label, Torax, in conjunction with Red Bull Music in SA. So
now, what does this mean? Honestly speaking, because someone is just thinking, oh, so you just sang and you won something.
Yeah.
Boo-hoo. What now?
Well, okay, let me start with just saying that this thing, I'm grateful to a lot of people for winning this, you know. I was just one day just ready to do a cover, set up my equipment, and then I went on Instagram and a friend had tagged me in the post. Then I was like, set up a cover, let me do this. So I did that, and before I do it, okay, I'm Christian, you know, and I do a lot of things prayerfully. So before I did this, you know, I just felt in my spirit. I was like, you know what? Don't discourage yourself. Don't listen to anyone else's. Do yours, then post it. That's what I did. And then after I listened to people's stuff, and Jesus, people are really good, you know? But it was already out there. And, you know, after that, I did it, and then we got selected, the 12 of us. What's going to happen now is on Sunday, I don't know when you're listening to this, but on the 2nd of April, 2nd of June, which is this which is Sunday, basically. We'll be going there to record the songs that we're jumping on with Nasty C, Rolene, Tellerman, Lasty, and, you know, Red Bull Studios in Cape Town. They're flying us in there. Woo. And, basically just learn from them for the next 4 days. And hopefully this breeds better opportunities, bigger opportunities to basically establish us in the South African industry.
My goodness. See right there. To see someone from the TV, next thing, jiggy, you're with them in the studio. Oh man, this is beautiful. Big up on that.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. I can only pray that. Thank you so much.
Thank you, dog.
I can only pray that someone who's listening right now is totally motivated in the sense that, the little that you have can go a long way.
Do something about what you have. You never know which seed is going to yield something.
Straight up.
So make sure you're doing something with what you have and build your capacity, build yourself until you can handle whatever's thrown at you.
Awesomeness. Msimisi, thank you so much for joining us in the studio today, my man. Massive respect. All the best on that studio session. Thanks, keep us posted on how that goes.
Definitely.
Then of course,
on Instagram, you'll find out what's happening.
Most def. Thank you so much. Guys, thank you once again for joining us here on Jobe Flavoured. Look out from Msimisi and a host of other guys that are doing wonderful things in the country. It's been beautiful. Peace. We love you.
JF. Add more flavor.